Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video is going to be a dedicated video to the ASOS Farleigh jeans. I talk about these jeans so much, and I always say that they're my favourites, and I just basically always rave about these, so I thought why not put together sort of a dedicated video to these jeans, which might sound a bit out there. But I was going through my photos of my previous blog posts and so on, and I realised that I've had these jeans, or like this style of jeans, since 2014 all the way to 2021. These are still my favourite style of jeans, so I thought I just had to put together a video. And so what I'll do in this video is talk you through sizing, talk you through how I style these, and of course try them on for you. I guess this is kind of like a try on and a review style video, so I'll be doing both of those things. So if you are unsure about these jeans, or if you want to know why I love them so much, hopefully this video is the one for you. Before we get into the haul section of this video, I thought I would quickly talk you through my sizing, because that can be quite helpful. So I am 5'9", and I am typically a UK size 6 to 8, so hopefully that will help you out if you're roughly the same size as me, or if you're shorter or if you're taller. Hopefully that will help you out a little bit in terms of seeing how the jeans fit and look on me. Okay, so pair number one. I mean, they're all Farleigh jeans, so they're not going to look too dissimilar, but this is the first blue wash pair that I own. So the Farleigh jeans, what they are, they're described as a slim leg mum jean, which I think is exactly what they are. They are mega high-waisted. On me, almost all of them reach to my belly button or over, which for me is perfect. It's such a good high-waisted pair of jeans. They have pockets, 2 on the front and 2 on the back, and they fasten with a button and then a zip fastening as well. So I really love these jeans. They're all pretty similar. Some are frayed, some are ripped, but obviously I'll show you through them. So as I was saying, this is pair number one, and for the first pair I have these in a waist 25, length 30, but these fit absolutely perfect on me. I would say this is my usual size. This is the usual size that I get in denim. It's a waist 25 and a leg 30, sometimes a length 32 either, so some of these are a 32 and they're slightly longer, which you will be able to see in the cutaways. I've filmed cutaways for all of these jeans so that you can see exactly how they look like on me. You can see where they end on my leg as well. I've done a little close-up of that. You can see how they fit around my waist, around my bum, and like my thighs. I wanted to be able to show you the fit quite up close, so there is quite a lot there, but hopefully that's something that you appreciate and that you actually find quite helpful, because I know that sometimes I don't go into as much depth and as much detail into the jeans, so hopefully these cutaways will do that. These are probably the first style or the second style, thereabouts, that I got of these jeans. I think I've had this particular pair since 2016, so they have really fared well. You can probably tell actually that on the bum they are quite faded, and I think that just goes to show that I've had them for such a long time, because they weren't this faded originally. It's just with, you know, wear, I suppose, they start to fade. But I really do adore these. They fit really well around the waist, a really nice snug fit, which is what I absolutely love about these. But you've still got the belt loops there if you want to add a belt. You can always do that if you need to, or if you find that it maybe doesn't fit quite well, adding a belt is something you can do. This style of jean just accommodates everything in my opinion, and it's why they're my favourites. So next up, another blue wash denim. You can probably tell that this is a much darker wash. With all my jeans, obviously there's only so different you can go, but these are obviously the darker pair that I own, which I really like, and these I have in a smaller size. These I have in a waist 24 and length 30. This actually is the size that I get in most of them now. I think potentially that previous pair is just because they were an older style that the sizing was a little bit different, but now I typically get a waist 24, because I find that where my waist is smaller than my hips, it just means that getting this smaller size, it will cinch in at my waist, which is exactly how I want these to fit. I want these to be very tight around my waist, and then I want to still have the room around my hips, my bum and my thigh, which are typically the larger areas for me. And these jeans do exactly that, which is why I love them. They're essentially just a darker version of those jeans. I mean, all of these are going to be a version of the previous pair and a version of the next pair as well, because they are all the same style. So it's just like a few attention to details, I suppose. Here we've got the same fastening, so a zip and a button at the top, and they just work really well. I also love the stitching that comes with the blue pairs of jeans here, because it's such a nice stitching. It's quite a traditional stitching if you ask me, and that's something that I love about these as well. And the final pair of blue jeans that I own are, I mean, I don't really know what colour you'd kind of call this. They're quite a grey toned jean, or grey toned blue, grey tone denim, whatever works for you. I love these. These are 100% my most worn at the moment. And the thing that's so great about these is that they're actually from the ASOS Hourglass range. So I don't know whether or not you're familiar with the Hourglass range that ASOS do, but they really do cater to various different types, body types and people. So they have tall, they have petite, they've got plus size, and they've got hourglass as well. And these are the Farleigh jeans in the Hourglass range. And I think from now on, I will solely buy the ASOS Farleigh jeans in the Hourglass range because I just think the fit is even better. It really is just exceptional. This I got in a waist 24, length 32. So these are the first length 32 pairs that I have to share with you. So you will see where these end on me. These are actually a frayed hem as well, which I love. These just have a slightly more distressed look to them, which I think is why I love wearing these so much, because you can dress them up quite easily and you can also dress them down quite easily. They fit amazingly at the waist. They actually have sort of a V appearance almost, which I think really helps at cinching in the waist. And I think that's the special thing about the Hourglass Farleigh jeans, is that rather than being more of a straight waist like the previous two pairs I shared with you, I think you can definitely tell with this one that there is more of a V style, so it really does cinch in and it almost creates an illusion of a smaller waist as well, which I really adore. These have frayed hems, as I already said, but the fastening is all the same, so button, zip, and I just adore these. Following up with another pair of Hourglass Farleigh jeans. These are my most recent addition. These I also got in a waist 24, length 32. However, with these you can definitely tell that they are much longer. I think the previous pair look okay because they're quite frayed, which I really like, but these actually being a length 32, I think they're quite long, and I think I would have rather had them slightly shorter. But what I think I'm going to do with these is just cut the hem so that it will have more of that frayed look, which I think will solve that issue. The fastening is the same here. We've got a button and the zip, and these are of course a pitch black, like super dark black. However, what I will say with black jeans from ASOS is that usually they end up being a little bit tighter. So size up if you need to. I didn't size up in the Hourglass because they typically tend to stretch a little bit more and they're a little more giving. But I have another pair that I'll show you next. If I'm being completely honest, most of the black jeans that I've had from ASOS haven't stayed black for too long. 1 or 2 washes and they start being more of a faded black. But I thought I would try again with these just because I don't have a pair of proper black ones. So I thought I would try again and we'll see how long I manage to keep these black. Which leads me on to the final pair. Now these might look like I've destroyed them in the wash, but that's not the case. These are actually the washed black denim that ASOS do. So typically you'll find dark denim, like standard black, and then you'll also find washed, which they do really, really well. They actually do a washed black denim so well. And these are the style that I have. These are a waist 25, length 30, as I said, because sometimes in terms of the sizing, I do just need to size up a little bit. And I think you'll tell with these as well that they do actually look quite tight on me. Like they definitely are one of the more tighter pairs that I own. These are frayed at the hem as well, which I really like. I just think it makes it quite easy to style. So these are actually ripped as well. So they're the first pair of ripped jeans, I mean the only pair of ripped jeans, Farleigh jeans that I have. I think they're the only ripped jeans I have in my wardrobe actually. I used to be a big fan of it, not so much anymore, but I bought these last year because I just thought they looked really cool and they were something a little bit different. So that's what these look like. They are once again super high-waisted, once again cinch in at the waist and then have more room around the hips, the bum and the thighs. So those are the Farleigh jeans that I own currently. Hopefully the close-ups and so on were quite a good reference point for you. Hopefully you found it helpful anyway. But I wanted to talk you through the pairs that I own initially and then just like a few tips on sizing basically. I would almost always recommend going down a size in the Farleigh jeans, although I guess this depends on your body type. So for me personally, I have a small waist and then a larger hip area, and if that's the case with you as well, I would recommend sizing down because you want these jeans to fit you snug around your waist. And that's the great thing about these jeans, is that they're almost like designed in that way. They're designed to be cinched in at the waist but then offer you a bit more room and a bit more fabric around your hips, which is why I love these so much, because I just think the fit is exceptional. I've never had a pair of Farleigh jeans that don't fit properly around my waist, and I think that's what makes these jeans so special. So that's what I would recommend. I would recommend sizing down, or if you don't always size down when you buy something to fit around your waist, I typically do. If that's not what you do, then just get the size that you'd buy I don't know, say a skirt or shorts in. As I showed you, I have some that are a waist 25, which I believe is a UK 8, and I also have some that are a waist 24, which I'm not entirely sure if that does convert to a size 6, but it's somewhere between a 6 and an 8, and I think that that's sort of like the perfect sizing for me, so that's why I've also got a few in that size. It is definitely worth trying the different sizes just to find what will work best for you. And something else to consider is that often the Farleigh jeans do stretch with wear. Also, I do think that the Farleigh jeans are kind of made for a particular body type. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, to be honest, but I have definitely found that when recommending these to other people, that some people have told me that they hate them, that they really don't like them, they really didn't suit them. And often when this happens, I do think it's down to your body shape, and it's just one of those things. I don't necessarily think you should shop for your shape, but when it comes to denim, of course you want it to fit properly, so you are going to need to do some sort of shopping for your shape, particularly for a pair of jeans that are like these ones, where you want them to be quite cinched at the waist. I do think it's important. So as a general rule, I would say if you are either hourglass or pear-shaped, basically if you've got a smaller waist in comparison to your hips, then these will work for you. But if you are someone with a body type that is more like straight up and down, that is not so curvy, then maybe these won't fit quite well, and it's just something to bear in mind. There are definitely other styles of jeans that work better for those body types, but I think the Farleigh jeans in particular just work really well if you have that sort of curve from your waist to your hips. And the final thing I wanted to share in this video was something that I thought would be a little bit fun to do. I've got my phone out, and what I did was go through my Instagram to see how I had styled Farleigh jeans over the years, and I thought it'd be quite nice if we would kind of go down memory lane together and I could share some of the styles. So the oldest photo of Farleigh jeans that I could find was from the 24th of June 2014. I couldn't believe I'd had them for that long. I always knew that I'd had Farleighs since 2016, but then I came across this pair that I had in 2014 and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been that long. So these were a ripped pair, which I don't own anymore. These actually ended up kind of being a bit too ripped on the knees, and so I ended up declustering them. I mean, I've had them for a very long time. So these are just a few of the looks, how I styled them over the years, or this particular pair over the years. And I'm kind of happy to now in 2021 to have a black version of these pairs. I think that's just quite a nice thing, an ode to these jeans really. And if we go on to 2016, you can see the first pair of Farleighs that I tried on in this video. This is them. So you can see they were definitely a little bit darker back in the day, like they're definitely lighter now. I think it's with all the wash and the wear, it's almost inevitable. But this is how I styled them. I mean, 2017 styling them as well. I mean, I've had black pairs in the past. I've had the blue denim, which I feel like is probably the most prominent on my feed. And just, yeah, I don't know, I just thought it'd be quite nice to sort of go through it. And more recently, the ones that have featured the most on my Instagram have been the hourglass ones, the hourglass blue pair, and I just thought I would share how I've styled them over the years. I thought that could be quite nice. If you're ever after even more styling inspiration for Farleigh jeans, then definitely check out my Instagram, because that's where I share my daily outfits and my daily style. And of course, the Farleigh jeans feature so much there, so if you're ever in need of any styling inspo or outfit inspo, then do check out my Instagram. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was something a little bit different, but I just really wanted to do a sort of dedicated review style video of these jeans, because I talk about them all the time, I wear them all the time, so I thought, why not do a dedicated video where I talk you through the sizing, some ways I've styled them over the years, and so on. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you here as part of my little family on YouTube. It would be amazing if you did subscribe. A big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon. Bye.